Yeah, this morning I learned something very interesting. I learned something very interesting, and I realized, wow, this happens too. That is among the adults, among among friends, families, competitors, business partners, colleagues, and all. So there are these two kids very close to me. Two kids, and a boy and a girl, two kids, and they were gotten this tablet for kids, for learning for kids. So when they got it, for the parents got for both of them, you know, one was given to one of them, but the other one was not given to the other one. Because why? The most senior collected it, had, yes, her own. But the younger one did not receive his own because he had this attitude of spoiling toys, tablets. You just dismantle and spoil them. So while he was crying that he was not given, the other one was happy that she was given. So she started making mockery of him that you always spoil things, you always spoil things. At times if he wants to borrow from her, she would like, please give me my tablet. You spoil it. You that always spoil, you know. So he kept on begging her, begging her. At times he want to use her own. At times he will carry, he will face embarrassment. She will mock him that he spoils things easily, that he should return in it to her. So he didn't know that he had his own. At the same time they bought for her, his own too was there, but he was not given because they felt he has not let him just mature a little. So that is the real life scenario. Most times we are crying for something, we are begging for what we already have, God has already given to us, but it's just that we've not grown, we've not developed that capacity that will make us handle it properly if given to us. Because God at times see it as, okay, sometimes you've not built your capacity. Certain things cannot be handed over to you. Certain responsibility cannot be given you because you have not grown. You've not developed your skills, your capacity. You've not learned, gotten the knowledge to handle things. That's why the scripture said, an heir. That's an heir to a throne. As long as he remains, he will continue to remain under tutors. Yes, he will continue to remain under tutors. When he's meant to be, the owner, he's the heir, he's supposed to inherit things, but he will be under tutors because he has not, developed that capacity. He has refused to come to maturity. That's how best I can. I'm just paraphrasing. So that is the true scenario. So what happened? There's this morning he was begging her again for her tablet. Please let me have it. She doesn't give me. She collected it. He was crying. He was crying. And the cry reached the parents' ear. And the parent just went or picked that other one that was bought, that's supposed to be his own, that's been kept for months, and handed it over to him in carton and everything. And whereas the one he was begging for, that one has already, is almost spoiled, but now he was handed over to this pure, new brand from the carton, the case, and everything. And wow, he was so happy, he stopped crying. And the elder one, like, wow, what was this? This is new. She helped him to unwrap it. And when she saw that it was exactly the same tablet as hers, all of a sudden her countenance changed. She was now angry. She was not happy, she was jealous. And he was happy. He started drawing and he was just happy. And she was just angry. I said, at this younger stage, at this stage already, jealousy is already showing. Children of how many years? That's the same thing that happens to us. Let's learn you don't mock people because you attain certain heights in life, position, you have certain possessions, you mock those that don't have. That person you are mocking can be someone who, God has already planned something very great for. It's just that God is waiting for him to mature to a certain level. And, you keep mocking them with their weaknesses. No. You don't mock people with their weaknesses or by their weaknesses. You don't mock them. You always encourage them, support where you can. Don't mock people. Now he was giving something new And instead of her to be happy for him that at least this person will not disturb me again, he's now an owner of, of this. Me too, I'm an owner of this. We can now exchange, and use, but that mentality is not there. Rather, she was jealous. So that is a real life scenario of a thing. So what I'm trying to say, even if you decided you've been working very hard and your hard work is not enough, or you are not getting what you are supposed to get, cry out for help. Cry out for help. That was mercy. Put that scenario. So sometimes when we cry, even the things we don't qualify for or our efforts cannot give us, our skills cannot give us, God can hand it over to us. So you cry in prayer. So that's the same thing. He cried. He was crying sincerely with tears, and the parents saw his tears, heard his cry. All right, and give him. So it's the same thing with you. So you feel you've strived enough, you are, a lot, you've struggled. Cry for help, and mercy will oversee all of your weaknesses and speak for you. So by the way, this is onion, so it's good for you. You can just eat on empty stomach once in a while, but it smells. So make sure you have maybe something or you can use to freshen your breath after taking them. But this is very good for your system. So you can read more about onions. And this is 100 naira, and this is even in the north. This is 100 naira. Just one ball. See you.